changing out hoses.
I feel a roll of basically.
Gonna have some clear hose once again. You can see this is what the old hose looks like. The iodine
Just
stains the outside of it. So it doesn't last pretty like this for very long.
it'll look like this in about a year.
Oh, it will look.
You call the hose pretty?
Yes, clear hose.
Clear hoses are pretty.
It's pretty, yeah. That way you can see your milk go through. And
All shorter.
This one's
Which one's the longest?
we're measuring. And this hose, only water, cleaning water goes through that, but you can see this is also rusty water stain because we have rusty water.
The,
that's a lot.
this is longer than
They're the same.
maybe this one.
I'm measuring out the same one.
Here's the guy's latest purchase, or Kevin's, or fixer-upper. It's a manure spreader. I believe it's a John Deere. Is this a John Deere?
Yeah, it's a John Deere. I had to do a little digging to figure out what it was, but it's a John Deere 34. So they made a 34, or model 34, and a 30, and a model 54. The 54, according to the pictures on the internet, had like higher sides. So I'm assuming this is a John Deere 34 because it's supposed to have, if you look here on the side, it's supposed to have the model number wrote on the side of it, but it don't.
Oh, it's probably newer lumber.
So yeah, it's got newer sides and a newer floor in it. So
What age do you think this is then?
these are, I'm assuming, the late 70s.
Oh.
And
And why do you want it?
why did I want it? We basically acquired it for doing some work on another project, and I saw potential in it to kind of clean it up, and I just saw potential in it to clean it up and see if we could make something workable out of it to flip, because we're always kind of looking every now and then for something to flip to do on the side.
To resell.
So the paddles on it, if you look down here, a lot of them were, well, this one wasn't too bad, but a lot of them were like rusty. Yeah, kind of rusted through and broke. So I'm having Sanders, he's been cutting out these new paddles and making new.
So he's just replicating an old one,
Yeah,
cutting it out of what?
cutting it out of plate steel that's over here on the floor with a grinder and a cutting wheel, which we have. So basically, he's just fabricating new paddles for it, and then he'll re-bolt them on. He was working on that.
He was, and then he had to take a snack break.
Snack break.
Snack break. You know, he's a growing boy.
So yeah, he's gonna put all new paddles. So everything on it works, because it has 3 speeds for the chain. Plus it has a shut off of the beaters where just the chain works. So everything on it works. So basically, we're gonna get it cleaned up. I'm gonna oil the floor and get the paddles on it. Sanders will, and we will put it up.
You're gonna paint it?
No, I'm just gonna.
You're not gonna paint it?
See if it'll sell
Oh,
the way it is.
oh. Sometimes people like pretty.
Sometimes people like new paint, but
Yeah.
this project here, I'm just hoping to move it and
Yeah.
get rid of it. So, if you want to leave in the comments below if any of you used one of these spreaders,
Or if you know for sure what the model number is.
Well, I know what model number it is.
Oh, you acted
Sure.
like it was, like
No,
you weren't
I
quite
know
sure.
it's a 34. I just don't know exactly what year it is.
Oh, okay.
And, but yeah, if anybody used it,
Or still uses.
still uses it. There we
Yeah.
go. They still use one. I know the beaters that are on it are not, in some of the pictures, are not some of the original beaters. This looks
Oh.
like a newer style beater, so I don't know if this is a later model of it.
Or the original got replaced.
Yeah, because the original beaters was like a barrel, and then it had all little teeth on it.
Mm.
Where this is a more aggressive style beater, I think.
Mm.
So this is the so that's why I'm assuming either it's been updated or this is a newer model.
Newer model.
So yeah, leaving your comments. You had experience with one, used one, or still using one, and we'd like to hear about it.
What's Ethan doing? Sitting in the grinder.
Yeah.
This isn't our grinder.
So
I
this-
actually have a video, I think.
So this grinder, if you come over here and look, we, in an earlier video, we replaced, there was 2 bearings. Right here is one, and on the back side we replaced that. Well, now, the farmer that was using it, he had another bearing that went out, so he brought it over. And the bearing is on the end of the shaft. That shaft right there.
Okay.
So,
That one's out.
So that was out. Ethan just put it in now.
Oh.
And he's putting a tightener on it. The sprocket was loose on the shaft. So basically just doing a little fixing for a neighbor. So,
Well, that's good.
so Ethan will have that wrapped up here today. And then,
Hi.
because I think the neighbor needs to grind some corn here soon.
Probably.
But so that's what he's been working on. And with the weather being nice too, we've been baling straw. Otherwise today we would be baling straw, but it rained yesterday a little bit, so we're working at that too. So just kind of doing these things in between,
Yeah.
keeping
We're
busy.
baling straw not for ourselves, but for a local neighbor. We do some custom baling,
Yep, we
so.
do some custom baling, and it's kind of down right now, so that's why we're working on these little projects. And just something to always keep us occupied.
Yeah, sure. So today Kevin is baling straw for one of our neighbors. We do some custom baling, and it is a beautiful day to bale some straw. I am not going to be able to go and get video of him. He is about 20-minute drive for me to go to the field and get video. So instead, I told him to I told him to bring the camera along. We're gonna see if he gets any video and how well it is. I kind of gave him a rundown on how the camera works. So hopefully he gets some good footage for you all. And if he does, let him know in the comments below how well he did.
So I'm working on my 4th windrow, and I've been here, I would say almost a half hour. So I've baled 35 bales on 3.5 windrows so far. So yeah, these are huge windrows, and this is really good wheat straw. And by the time it's all said and done, yeah, we could have a lot of straw bale. So I can't move along very fast. It's at about 2.2 miles per hour, and this straw here is going for dairy cow feed, TMR straw, and so a lot of dairies around here, they do feed straw in their ration. It just gives it a little extra fiber, and that way the cow can, it slows it going down. It slows it down going through the cow, so that way just a little bit more fiber to help it. So, but yeah, we've been baling straw. I've had a big square baler since 2001, and if you notice on the baler, it shows we've done 30,000 bales, 30,454. So today we'll add a few more to that counter, and we got more straw. We got more straw to do for a couple other guys. I think we got about 110 more acres to do. So there'll be a lot more baling.
426, hope you're having a wonderful afternoon. It's 86 degrees. We're going to cool down tonight to 68.
Just to give you an idea of how many bales that I baled, you can see off in the distance there. I'm at 130 bales. This is a 30-acre field. And yeah, I still got like 4 more, 1, 2, almost 5 more windrows to go yet. So we're making progress. I've been at it for an hour and a half, and yeah, we'll get it done. We're gonna wrap it up because the guy that owns the field, they're a little baling some of it. The guy that owns the field is gonna bail a little bit, or the guy that owns the field is gonna bail little square bales on some of it. So this is the last windrow that I'm doing, but yeah, you can see kind of all the bales, and so yeah, that's the start of baling straw this year.